We have very distinct tones of voice for all of our social media channels. We have set kind of personalities, I guess, and it sounds really weird, but in my head I can imagine our channels as people and how they would talk, what they would look like, what they would wear, that sort of stuff. So that sounds really weird. But Facebook, for example, so 80% of our audience on Facebook are under 25 years old. So it's a really young channel. Most of them are in Australia, most of them are in Sydney. So I'd guess from that they're kind of current students or prospective students. So on Facebook we get away with quite a lot. We're quite kind of cheeky. It's all about puns, snappy language, in-jokes like, you know, Darude on the Carillion, which was a April Fool's joke that we did one year, Game of Thrones, Adventure Time features a lot. That's pretty popular. Like things that students are into, very meme culture, GIFs and stuff like that. On Facebook so Facebook sends the most clicks out of all of our social media channels to our website, probably about 70% of all clicks, which is huge. So it does have a serious role, and it is about kind of sharing serious research and, you know, university news and things like that. But I always kind of find myself reading quite complex research stories and then thinking, okay, if I was 20, how would I kind of summarise this, and what would get me to click through, or how does it relate to pop culture? So on Facebook, you know, we had a study about somebody going to do a study about dogs and dog ownership or something, which you could have shared as quite, you know, are you interested in being in this study, sign up here. But instead I remember we got a gif of a pug pushing a pram with a baby pug doll in the thing, and we kind of said, are you not a puppy parent? Like, you know, get involved in this study. And I think they got about 2,000 clicks to the study, and they had too many people signing up from that. But it just goes to show how if you kind of twist it a little bit and kind of make it a bit more fun, a bit more kind of in tune with the audience, it has such great impact.
What are your social media plans for 2016?
Colton, my plans for 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Why in the world am I doing this show? It's because I want to provide value. 31, 2, 3, 4, 35, all of it, all of it. All of it from the get, 6, 37, 38. Some people think long-term is 3 to 5 years. I think long-term is until the day I die. 39, 40, and beyond. I went further than you guys thought.
On LinkedIn, we're mainly alumni followers and kind of people in the business community, so it's a lot more serious. On Facebook, we kind of refer to ourselves as USyd, Sydney Uni. On LinkedIn, we're always the University of Sydney, for example, so it's quite formal, still a relaxed tone, but kind of no slang and that sort of thing, more sort of business-like. Twitter, we're quite snappy, obviously, to fit into the word count. Twitter for us is mainly followed by journalists, so it's kind of all about sharing the news story and getting people to click through or contact us to interview experts. And Snapchat, as I mentioned before, is very kind of, Snapchat's the new kid on the block, so that's kind of teenage language, kind of why you should come to the university, kind of a look behind the curtains of what our students do at uni to entice that kind of really young millennials to come on campus and to find out more about us. So on Snapchat, we're mainly kind of 16 to 18-year-olds, so it's a very young audience. And Instagram to me is a more kind of aspirational, polished, beautiful photos of the university, more like an art form portfolio in a way, kind of demonstrating the photographic talents of our students.